Are we live?
Are we live?
We're fucking live, man. What's going on, brother?
Chilling.
Look at you.
Look at me.
Filling up tanks,
Look
Budweiser. Cheers. We got it. We cannot have a podcast with Cowboy
without America
Budweiser.
here.
America.
Thank you.
Salud.
Starting off a good one.
So, tell me about the tanks. You sent me a picture today.
I had a little time to kill, didn't I?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm going diving to Catalina.
Holy shit.
Home of the sharks, baby.
Home of the Makos, right?
The Mako, yeah.
I was watching a TV show the other day where people were fishing for them out there.
So we got filled up a couple doubles. My buddy Rob from Always Sunny in Philadelphia taking me this weekend camping. So they're going diving, but they all dive singles. So I like to go deeper, longer.
What singles? What does that mean?
A single tank, aluminum 80.
Oh, single tank.
Single tank, yeah. So me and my girl are diving doubles, which everyone says doubles means double trouble, but whatever. So
what does that mean? Like, how deep can you go with a double?
Oh, you can go as deep until you run out of air, but we'll probably go in the 200 range, 220 to
200 feet down.
200 feet down.
And
boom.
That's one of those weird ones where when you come up, you got to come up slow, right?
Yeah, sure.
Or you get the bends.
Absolutely. You get the bends, yeah. It's decompressing, you know. The process to diving, and I've been diving seriously, like a lot of wreck diving and a lot of like tech, you should say, diving over the last 2 years, man. I ran into some guys in Las Vegas, Buddy Trav, and he kind of schooled me on their way of diving, and I love it, man. And the reason I go to Las Vegas and dive Lake Mead all the time is because I dive with guys. They dive 200, 300 feet every day, every week, you know. So getting around the people that dive it regularly and know their shit, you know, is to teach me the way, you know. So thanks, Trav. I appreciate you showing me the light, brother. Now, when you come up, like from how do you know? Like when you're going down 200 feet? It's all an algorithm. It's all in your dive computers, and so you plan, then you recheck, and Lindsay, she does the same thing. We check each other's work and make sure it's all our gases are mapped out for how long. Like, let's just say we're going to go 150 feet for, there's a cool ship down there we're going to check out. We want to be there for 35 minutes, right? So I put the algorithm in these apps in our computer, or we write it all out, and it'll tell us exactly how long of a bottom time we can have, the stops that we have to make, and the gases that we have to switch to decompress the amount of nitrogen in our blood, and make our way to the surface.
What's the science behind it? Like, why does nitrogen get in your blood?
So from Earth's surface to the atmosphere is one atmosphere, right? Every 33 feet is another atmosphere. So every time we go down 33 feet, we add another atmosphere with that much more pressure. So right now you're breathing 21% oxygen, 78%, a little bit of like argon, other shit in the natural air, right?
A lot of nitrogen too.
Yeah, so 78% of the air you're breathing right now is nitrogen.
Right.
21% is oxygen. Most people don't know that. They think that you're just breathing oxygen. No, you're only breathing 21% oxygen. So, but you off-gas it through your tissues because there's no pressure on you. Right? So like right now you're taking a breath and then you breathe out and the nitrogen just off-gases. Well, as soon as we start going under the water, the amount of pressure holds that into our system. Like we can't off-gas it, so it turns into a liquid and goes into our blood. Which is what the bends is where the guys would be working and then they just come up because they didn't know. No one knew until you know, right? I mean,
right.
we didn't know there wasn't a moon god until all of a sudden we know now.
Okay.
No, I mean, like
I know what you're saying.
Greek mythology, right? So, so you would force the liquid back into a gas by coming up fast. So which goes into your joints and causes the bends because it makes you bend over and hurt your back. So that's what they call it, the bend, because the guys be like, oh, fuck, I'm fucked up, right? I got so that's where the term bends comes from.
That shit can kill you, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, you can aneurysm in your brain, blood clot, you know, all kinds of crazy, kill you instantly.
Whoa.
So 150 feet, all of a sudden 25 minutes is up. Now we're going to start our ascent. And our computer says, all right, at 70 feet, we got to do a minute. At 60 feet, we got 2 minutes. We're going to switch gases. Now we're going to switch to 50% oxygen, right? So increase the amount of oxygen to which decreases the amount of nitrogen that we're breathing. So we're going to speed the off-gassing process because we're coming up. So the pressure's coming off as our body's able to off-gas it. So you just have to do like stages, and it's all through algorithm and the Navy dive system. Been through years, hundreds of millions of dives, you know, figuring out the timetables of the correct amount of time you have to be at each depth to off-gas the amount of nitrogen in your body is built up. And then when you go deeper than that, you start adding in a trimix. We add helium in.
Helium.
Helium, yeah. So we had helium into the mix, and yeah, man, it's so fun. But the fear of, you know, could I die? Yeah, hell yeah. That's why I love it. Fucking crazy. Fucking love it. And we were talking earlier about sharks. I swim after the sharks. Like, I want to get them on the GoPro. They're like swimming away from me. Sharks don't just eat divers. Like, they don't just swim along a fucking great white come attack you. They're like scared of you, man. You're like a big black breathing out fucking bubbles and shiny, you know? So they want nothing to do with you, and I'm always trying to chase them down.
So most of the shark attacks are like surfers, right? Because they think it's a seal.
Yeah, seal up top. Yeah, you're not. And where would you rather? We were just watching before you got here some footage of the shark attacks on YouTube, and where would you rather be? I'd rather fight the fucking shark under the water.
Yeah, I'd rather be under.
Under instead of on top. Like if.
Is this the video I posted yesterday?
Yeah, the shark gnawing on the cage.
Fuck this.
Right?
Fuck everything about this. This is insane. This great white shark is trying to get these people. He's biting this cage, trying to get what's inside.
So what do? You just grab his dorsal fin and go for a ride, baby. He can't bite you behind him.
Ride his back. Mata Liao. Have you seen a great white underwater?
I never have. No, I haven't been down, you know, in the waters where they're at, you know, Australia and stuff like that. So no, I've never seen a great white. I've seen plenty of hammerheads and, you know, mako, but never like a giant great
hammerheads
white.
Are so bizarre. They look like an avatar creature. They don't even look real.
I feel like
their eyeballs way out there. I feel like
I've been with a couple hammerhead women, you know. Like, what are them titties doing, honey? Get them, pick them up. Pick them up.
That's when a girl with an A cup tries to go straight D right away.
Yeah.
It can't be done.
And they lay next to her on the bed.
It's
like,
defying science. You got an Evil Knievel Canyon in between your titties.
That's it. So I love diving. You know, I got a great dive partner, my girl Lindsay, and that's the biggest thing, having the companionship and trust of someone with your life, right?
Right.
So
yeah,
carrying all the tanks. Like, she'll be diving, she'll have a pair of doubles on her back and 2 tanks under each one of her arms. So you have 4 tanks under the water.
I heard
200 feet.
spearfishing is the shit.
I love it. Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah, sure. Only if I'm gonna eat it. I don't just kill, but yeah.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like a hunting but fishing.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than you think. You know,
they don't know what the fuck's going on.
They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, they don't know about
what
spears.
you are. You're like, what the fuck? Oh, fucking got him. So, you know,
Now, is it attached to a rope?
It's attached to like a fishing line. You get down, you shoot it. It depends if you're using a gun or they have like slings that go on your arm and you can shoot them like a little.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah, not so much. Just a little, like a slingshot type thing. You just put on your wrist and let go of it. It'll, hit the wall over there. But yeah, the spear guns will go far, and they have like a little reel you can reel it in on.
Like how far? 50 feet?
Yeah, 100 feet.
Like
yeah,
wow.
sure. Yeah.
And they slow down considerably though, right?
Of course,
After the
absolutely.
first few feet.
Yeah.
Wow,
you'll be right
man.
on it, and your depth perception is so different underwater. So it's kind of, you got to aim above them. It's weird, like a
right. The refraction.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's the same when you're shooting down.
Yeah,
when
like bow hunting.
They bow
exactly.
fish in the water. You got to like aim 6 inches under where you think it's going to be.
Exactly.
Bizarre. Now, when you're diving, like, how long have you been doing this? First of all,
Well, I got certified in high school.
High school.
Yeah.
Damn. So you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, but that was just like going 30, 40 feet, recreational diving. You know, go and see some stupid. I shouldn't say stupid, but that's like the recreation thing to do is go see a reef. But I think one reef looks like every reef.
Right.
I don't know. So I kind of got over that. Like I said, I met with these guys and doing the shit that only 5% of the world do. You know, like my goal is to go 500 feet. So I've been just shy of 300. Oof. And there's just a lot of planning and crazy shit that goes involved. I mean, you're dead pretty much. Anything goes wrong. But
how long does it take you to get up from 300?
From 300, it's about a 50-minute deco time back up to the surface. So
50.
Yeah, so it's about a 3-hour dive completely.
Holy shit! Now, if something
finish.
goes wrong, like if your cord gets cut when you're down there, and
there's no cord, but
well, if you're bleeding oxygen,
right, you shut one off and go to your. So you always carry enough. No one's ever died because you have too much gas, right? So you carry it with you,
right?
So a lot of the mixtures we bring with us, like my back gas, will just be regular, either tri-mix gas or regular air, and then I'll have a 36% oxygen, which is to about 100 feet. So if anything were to go on my back gas, I could haul ass to 100 feet and then start my deco, you know, and really, there's like protocol and all kinds of different, plus I'm diving with a buddy, which would be you, and you have all the gas on you too. So you would be, you know, arm's length away from me. Some shit went down.
So I could give you my gas? Oh, wow.
Give you regulator intake. You have one that hangs on your neck and one that you're using, right? So you'd give me yours and put yours in and we'd figure it out.
Oh, okay.
But if you were nowhere to be found, like if I was off screwing off and doing something I shouldn't be, which I'm fucking 99% doing, then I got to rely on myself.
Whoa. Now, but you can't talk.
Can't talk.
You have to say.
So me and Lindsay were in Florida diving the Spiegel Grove, which is a giant huge ship in the Key West, and
what kind of ship is it?
I don't know if the Spiegel Grove is the aircraft carrier or if that's the Vandy. I'm getting confused, but one's like a giant aircraft carrier and one's like a destroyer.
Oh wow!
Huge, 500 feet. Yeah, they're sunk.
Holy shit.
They're natural reefs, so the government sunk them. You know, cut a bunch of holes in them for idiots like me to go swim through.
Oh, they sunk them on purpose.
Oh yeah. So they take all the fluids out of them, they sink them, and they make them artificial reefs.
Wow! And so they do this because they decommission the ship and they don't know what to do with them. So they say this is a good move.
Yes, let's let fish and wildlife hang out, and then they make money off guys like me, like, hey, let's go fucking explore this thing.
You have to pay to go there?
No, you just pay for the gas and but the thriving boat captain that needs to feed his family charges you $180 to take you out with the GPS and tell you good luck.
Wow.
So me and Lindsay are out there. Well, of course, I'm seeing cool shit because I'm down in the engine room fucking doing whatever I want, and she gets tangled up and has like a freak out episode, and then I come back to like, what the fuck, you like gave her like, where you been? And she's like, motherfucker, like all mad at me, was all caught up in the thing. So I had to, when we got back up to the surface, I got my ass tore up. But I was like, well, you made it, you're good. Like all the practice we did.
Walk it off.
Walk it off. Shit. Yeah. So,
have you ever gone like on treasure hunting dives?
No, I mean, so first of all, I need to live near the ocean, which I don't, and second, I need to know someone who has a boat. And you know, you hear stories like all these boat captains know of all the good fishing, because wherever the good fishing is, usually there's a structure down there, right? So that's how you like you find like an old boat captain that know like a structure that's not on anyone else's GPS, then maybe you could dive down there and check it out. But you need, usually those are 250, 300 feet, so you need some guys that you trust that fucking go deep with you. Yeah. So, but no, I haven't. I would love to. That'd be something that I would fucking love to do.
I was watching this show. I don't remember what ocean they were pulling the wreck from, but these guys were professional treasure hunters, and they found some insane amount of gold, like some Roman ship that sank.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, and they were trying to figure out who gets the gold and who claims it.
Yeah, me. That's who it'd be. It'd be fucking go time.
But you have to be like really careful about like giving out the location, because then other treasure hunters who find it. Like, there's a big business in that shit.
Well, so like, let's just say me and you go treasure hunting, and the captain takes the spot. We find it. We jump down. All of a sudden, we find all this gold and this treasure.
Right.
We only have enough gas for who knows 20 minutes down there. Right. So we got to come back up. We couldn't even bring the fucking gold this trip if we wanted to.
Right.
So now we're back in the boat. You know, I know, the boat captain knows who else is with us. So now we got to figure out, who do we tell?
Right.
And do we tell this boat captain, oh, you're coming with us for the next, till we figure this shit out, because I'm not going to let you go tell whoever you, so.
Yeah, man, that gets really, really tricky. You have to kill the captain.
You would have to. You'd have to.
Throat. Well, do you know how to use a GPS?
Yeah,
you know
I mean,
how to,
I think
like,
nowadays you just press the button, right? Drop a pin, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to drop a pin, and then you have to kill that guy and drop him where the pin is. Or don't kill him. You got to cut him in. He's got to get a third.
Something. You gotta, yeah. Or
depends
on
a third. Yeah, how much money
but
you're
then is it fair
about.
that he gets a third for, oh, you're talking probably millions of dollars.
Yeah, but if you don't give him a third, he's going to fuck you.
He's going to rat. He's going to fuck you.
Yeah, you have to give him a third, because you got to think, if he didn't take you there, you'd have never got it, and it's a shitload of money. It's free. And it's
so if he says half, then what do you do?
Fuck you. Then you kick his ass. Like, you don't let him get half. You got to be generous, but if he tries to fuck you on your generosity, that's when you kill him.
Oh, man.
How many people have probably been killed over shipwrecks and
treasure? Pirate shit? Yeah, that goes back.
A lot.
Yeah.
You think about those shitty-ass wooden boats, how many of those fucking things must have crashed? Plus those greedy bitches, they loaded them up with gold, tried to make it across the ocean.
Yeah. Plus, if I was a pirate, I'd be knowing when you're loading yours up, and I'd just go fucking take yours over and take all. So now I got all my shit plus all your shit.
Right.
Plus we found another one on the way, so now I'm tripled up. Big heavy boat.
Well, this documentary that I was watching, this guy who was doing it, it was a professional treasure hunter. That's what he does. And, you know, he has to get investors involved because it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to make millions of dollars treasure hunting, and then you got to be able to find them. A lot of them apparently around Florida.
Sure. Well, that's so like Key West. There's so many like wrecked ships because that was like the port. You know, that was the. So yeah, I could only. I mean, I went to it. They have like a wrecked ship museum, and I went there and talked to all the guys in there, and they were saying that, man, there's thousands and thousands of boats that are all because that's the port where they would do all the trading. Thousands.
Wow, it's a whole other fucking world down there, man. It really
Just
is.
like the Little Mermaid, it's a whole new world.
But a whole new world. Look, I have kids, man. I've heard that fucking song.
Oh yeah, we all have.
We were just at the Seattle Aquarium, and I was looking at these octopuses. They had this octopus exhibit, and they were doing this thing on octopuses where this lady was explaining they have 3 hearts, and
it's insane.
and
And
the
to see
brains
them
around their
move
neck, and
underwater is fucking like, yeah. If you're a scuba diver and you haven't done a night dive, because it's a whole nother world at night, like the what are the when you move luminescence,
yeah,
crazy. Yeah, you can move underwater and everything glows, and the octopus, how fast they change colors and move.
So when you move underwater, you glow?
Oh yeah. If you shut all your lights off and you just like move your arms and draw, like you could write Joe, and you just spell out in the. So cool.
Why is that? Why can you see it? What is it?
I think the shrimp.
Phytoplankton. I've seen
Yeah,
this
the
in
planktons.
Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Here you go. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that's insane.
So cool. I mean, that might be a little bit digitally fixed, but it's fucking cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what area of the world is this stuff in?
Well, we do it in Cozumel whenever I go down to Mexico, so I'm sure it's
Yeah, they have it in Puerto Rico. That's where I've seen it. In like
unbelievable. So you
East
go
Coast.
down there, shut your lights off, and you can just play in the water and kick up and they just glow. It's write your name. Yeah.
Wow, that's like space shit.
It is space. And then you have these crazy octopuses that can change colors. I don't even know how many different colors they can change, but you just see them fucking crawling all across the ground. It's insane. Cool.
Wow. That is so bizarre. And these thousands of ships that they, like, one day they're going to figure out technology to go and find those things. They're going to be able to locate all of them. But right now,
Well, they're
what
wooden,
percentage?
so they're wooden, so they're rotting away. So probably, I mean, there's not much left of them, right? So I mean, the metal ships are the only thing. I've done one wooden, and it was shit. It was like all falling apart, you know.
Yeah, they don't find much, but what's left is like the pottery and the gold and the coins and things along those lines. They find some certain metal things, but like swords rot away.
Or not to mention dead bodies.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're finding a ship that no one's ever seen, there's probably
Cook.
right.
Yeah, you find some fucking dead body type shit, some haunted shit.
Yeah, talk about putting your heartbeat through the roof, opening a hatch and just seeing a skeleton head fall in your lap.
Did you ever see that boat that they found that was adrift, and there was a dude who had turned into, essentially he had turned into a mummy. He had been mummified by the sea air and dried out, slumped over the table. Like he had a table in the galley, and he slumped over the table and he's dead. There he is. That's how they found that dude.
Well, because I feel like that's the same movement anyone's gonna do when you're on your last leg. When you're in a boat. That's like I'm fucking sick, and that's the move you're gonna do.
It says mummy found on boat missing since 2009. Fuck.
And there he is, one leg out,
Poor
one leg
bastard.
out, posted.
He's like, I guess this is
This is it. Damn.
Yeah. I wonder if another person would have made it. I wonder if he was a pussy. I wonder if he gave out.
I mean,
you know, he got tired of fishing. I can't do it.
Well, it's probably it's the fresh water that would get you.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you could eat,
That's
catch
true.
fish. You know, it'd be the water that would get you.
Yeah.